What's up, Art? Is Davey still alive? Has anyone heard about Davey? July. Oh, Sandy. How am I coming in? I got like a bunch of stuff hooked up to the hotspot out here. Basically, there ain't really no service here. It's nice out though. Gotta waste this nice day frickin' working on court stuff again. That's all I do is work on court stuff. And they just throw it in the trash. Right in the garbage. Let me really be with Camo Dave. Yeah, I think he had all his clock shots too. And he don't really eat that good. He ate his last Whopper. Wendy's. I got his phone number, but I think I'm blocked. Yeah, acorns. It's not getting better. We could take these bikes out, but you see my community post on. It's so freaking ultra. It's like ultra close up. I got my email at 12:38 last night from this attorney. Oh, the court's not appointing you another attorney, so they're gonna make me represent myself. I can't even win a small claims case. They won't let me. After they're saying I'm mentally incompetent. Okay. It's fucking nice here. You just see how nice it is. We got the chat GPT out. I was gonna do an OBS stream, but you can't do that vertically. I don't really know how to work it. So just do this. Let's chat GPT some questions. I'm looking over one of my old motions. Shitty. Targeted by the state. That's nice here. It's really nice here. Thanks a lot, Jamal. Everything I've submitted, they just friggin' ignore it. Which country? Looks like America, doesn't it? MK Ultra Group's channel. Yeah, for them to even continue to prosecute this case. It's 957 days now. 957 days. There's no end in sight. None. And no resolution. The last thing that this Marie told me, she said, oh, the court, the process is on hold. It's in limbo. But they had a hearing to get rid of her. Yeah, it's abuse. I'm not the only one they're doing this to. From India, Chanel Tamil. Tamaril. That was an ice swallow. No idea. It's just dogs love acorns. Getting in fights over pine cones. No, we're right into the courts again. So they waste their time right into the courts. I'll throw it in the garbage. As they said, I'm not getting another attorney. They're not going to appoint me another attorney. Let me pull it up. Here's my mail. I have a moderator to block these stupid keywords and stupid people. Look at this. You'll be able to see it. Hold on, let's take the phone out of the thingamajig. It's from Marie. It's the court granted my motion to withdraw. If you receive an electronic copy of the order, it stated it would not appoint another attorney. So the court said they wouldn't appoint another attorney. The court also commented on the existing capias. Well, that's very... That doesn't tell me anything. But I told her... She never gets back to me. Denied the motion. I mean, a capias lifted because of a disability. It's just bullshit. It's absolutely useless. She conspires with the courts. Blocked from participating. Demanding a speedy trial. But the court had 60 days to file charges and a year to prosecute. They have a statute of limitations for a year. One frickin' year. And I put in my, no, why was nobody charged with biting me and causing my knees to be bruised? Why would you, the courts and the sheriff's office, ignore this evidence that I was violently beaten? Why are people not charged with additional counts of assault? Let me pull this up. Look, it's got, patient appears a bite mark right up her extremity, and ecchymonic areas, bilateral knees. She's going to ignore that. So since the only option you presented me was to go to jail, how does this all work? So I turn myself in? How long do I stay there? When do I get my 13th attorney? And it doesn't answer any of this. So you haven't responded to any of my emails or voice messages. The JA will not, judicial system will not respond to my prosecutor. This is taking over my life. Taking over my damn life. For 3 years now. 3 freaking years. What are we ignoring? Oh, shit, I don't want to do that. Slow smoking lowers risk of Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. I couldn't use aluminum-free deodorant. Oh, damn. I wonder if certain people are pushing this case behind the scenes. Yeah. Oh, of course she's making anonymous phone calls. And then I caught Servo, the attorney number 3, conspiring with the public defender's office. I got it on, I put it on, it's on here. I'm like, who are you? And Servo's like, oh, it's just a friend. And I'm like, I asked the guy, I'm like, who are you? I ain't telling you. It was a public defender's office. And Servo said, oh, we're not talking about you. I heard him say my name. Yeah, of course my family's got their hands in this. My family and their associates. Yeah, but what are we ignoring? We can't ignore it. Yeah, they're saying I don't get another attorney. I don't get another attorney. But it's guaranteed. Gideon versus Wainwright. Denied ADA accommodations. That's Tennessee versus Lane. Ridiculous. Could be out freaking riding bicycles, playing bicycles today. Oh. I'll probably spend an hour on this. I put freaking weeks, months of time into this shit, and they don't read anything. Sounds the quantum computer here. Well, attorney withdrew. Citing irreconcilable differences, she did not elaborate on. Schedule a hearing in order to waste more time. It was on the 28th October. Was denied ADA accommodations. And the ability to attend remotely. Attorney Marie Louise Mabry emailed me late last night and stated that the judge allowed her to withdraw. She stated the court will not be appointing successor counsel, leaving me unrepresented. She also stated the court, what did she say? The court also commented on the existing KPO, sorry. Court also commented on the existing KPS. Did not say what the comment entailed. Let's see what it says. Oh, I guess I shut my chat off again. Yeah, just shut your chat down. Hold on. Ace bogey. Yeah, it doesn't get made up cases. Plus, you gotta know what you're asking it before you gotta know the answer to the question before you ask it. Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of the riffraff. These hateful comments, because these people, once they get wrapped up in it, they're going to be doomed, absolutely doomed. Yeah, they called me an it. Work on your legal issues. They're not legal. It's just targeting. Miliani. Alright. This series of actions appears to raise several concerning issues, particularly around your right to representation and ADA accommodations. in light of this, here's a potential next step to advocate for your rights. File an objection and renewed request for counsel. Well, that's what I'm going to do anyway. They're just going to flat out. And there's nothing on the docket. They're going to say I can't have counsel. I'm not entitled to legal counsel? Oh, free next. Yeah, this is for shut off the comments and shit. Anyway, these people, a lot of them are just, they're fucking AI spam bots, or fucking gang stalkers, or they're just total morons. Sitting around on a fucking Wednesday, not going to work or anything. So yeah, final objection and renewed request for counsel. Document the recent hearings. You can't document because they won't let me participate. Noting withdrawal of your attorney, your current attorney's lack of representation, the court's decision not to appoint successor counsel. You could argue that given the ongoing legal complexities, it's a simple misdemeanor. And the length of time the case has been pending, the lack of representation continues to infringe on your Sixth Amendment rights. Even the supercomputer knows that. A computer, a non-human, with no rights. Reinforce that the right to adequate representation is especially crucial given the capias and other legal actions that continue to impact you. And I brought this up time and time again. They don't even acknowledge it. They just ignore you. It's not a freaking real court. Request clarification of the capias. Given that the judge commented on the capias without clarification. But it doesn't understand. Like I should have been able to attend this. They just proceed without you. Maybe the judge did explain it. The fake judge, maybe he explained it, but she ain't gonna tell me what he said. Oh yeah, there's a lot of government entities in here, and we got the freaking IRS in here. We definitely got cops in here. We got cops in here. We got judges. We got lawyers. So it says, given the judge comment on the capias without clarification, request an official transcript or summary of the hearing proceedings. If possible. There's not a court of record. There's nobody there recording it. This will help ensure transparency. That's why I'm not allowed there, because I record this shit. They don't want me doing that. Provide clarity in the court's stance to aid in any future motions regarding APS. File a motion for ADA accommodations or remote access. I've done like 4 or 5 of those. Since you were denied ADA accommodations and the ability to attend remotely, reviewing these requests in a motion that reiterates your right to reasonable accommodations under ADA might support future hearings. Outline the impact of these denied accommodations on your participation and representation in the case. But I do this and nobody looks at it. I'm going to shut my chat off again. But yeah, there's definitely freaking Leo in here. Gideon, like this right here. You gotta get on Gideon versus Wainwright, Tennessee versus Lane. Like I don't think it'll give you bad case law, but you gotta freaking follow it up. Like you gotta go and research it if you're gonna have this thing structure it for you. Gideon v. I'm sure you spell Wainwright. Gideon versus Wainwright is a case that Sixth Amendment and right to legal counsel. Can you summarize this for me? This case. Always say please. This thing's got feelings. Well, so these people I wouldn't be around right now if I did. They deserved it. What are you talking about? I even spelled Wainwright right. Certainly, Gideon versus Wainwright, 1963. We're going back to 1963. 63 years ago. It's a landmark U.S. Supreme Court case that significantly expanded the right to legal counsel under the Sixth Amendment. In 1961, Clarence Earl Gideon was charged with felony theft, allegedly breaking into a pool hall in Florida. Gideon, who could not afford an attorney, requested a court appointment for him. At the time, however, Florida law only provided court-appointed attorneys to defendants in capital death penalty cases. Consequently, Gideon was forced to represent himself in the trial, and he was convicted. And this happened in Florida, too. These people, they can't be ignorant. But they are ignorant. What was the outcome? The outcome of this. Act like I'm stupid. They're calling for civil Gideon too, but they won't do that. They should do it. The outcome of Gideon versus Wainwright was transformative, both for Clarence Gideon personally and for the U.S. legal system. After the Supreme Court ruled in his favor, Gideon was granted a new trial in Florida. This time he was appointed attorney, Fred Turner, who mounted a strong defense. Turner effectively cross-examined witnesses and presented evidence that contradicted the prosecution's case. There's been no witnesses cross-examined or deposed. And that was brought up by my 10th attorney? Fred Gray's like, oh, I don't know if we can do that. And then nothing came about. To work already. People keep on following. They're most likely quitting. Don't give up. Hello, Ashraf. Good to see you again. So he was convicted, and then the jury ultimately found Gideon not guilty. But they won't give me a jury trial. They will never give me one. And he was acquitted of all charges. The outcome highlighted the importance of competent legal representation, keyword competent, in securing a fair trial. The decision Gideon versus Wainwright extended the right to appointed counsel to all indigenous defendants in felony cases. So, I guess misdemeanors, you're on your own. Following this ruling, states are required to establish and expand public defender systems to ensure the defendant who could not afford attorneys would still receive representation in criminal trials. This created a major shift in the criminal justice system, strengthening the protections for the accused, aiming to promote greater fairness in the legal process. This case also paved way for further expansions to the right to counsel in the U.S., including in some misdemeanor cases where the defendant faces imprisonment. What misdemeanor cases would not qualify for Sixth Amendment protection in securing competent and ethical legal representation for indigent defendants. Thanks a lot. Took a shower yesterday. Yeah, but if I turn myself in, it's going to be indefinite detention. They're not going to give me another lawyer, so I'll just sit in jail. They won't give me a trial. I've asked her, like I just went over that email. I said, if I turn myself in, how long do I sit in jail for? Well, what's the process following? Because she said it's my only option, not a motion to quash a warrant, which I already did. And everything I can gather, I will ask it here in a second. Everything I can gather, it says you gotta wait for your trial, and it's been almost 3 years, and I've had 4 jury trials canceled. So, and it's nowhere near a close. So, say it takes 4 or 5 years, I could be sitting in jail 4 or 5 years. And I went on this channel the other day. I can't even post anything. I'm not gonna go sit in jail. They're crazy. And I guarantee if I do that, they've already freaking tried to kill me and give me a head injury. They've arrested me falsely one other time, not counting the Baker Acts. They would make something look like an accident, or I'd hang myself in the cell somehow, slip and fall down the stairs, shoot myself in the back of the head. All right. The Sixth Amendment right to counsel applies to any case where a defendant faces a potential deprivation of liberty, such as imprisonment. However, not all misdemeanor cases qualify for appointing counsel under the Sixth Amendment. The Supreme Court clarified this in Scott versus Illinois, 1979, where it held that the right to counsel only applies in misdemeanor cases if the defendant actually faces jail time as a possible punishment. I'm facing up to a year in jail. Be on the run. How can you be happy with this cord hanging over your head for 3 years? So yeah, it's a year in jail and up to or $1,000 fine. So no jail or prison imposed. If a misdemeanor case, if the misdemeanor does not carry a potential jail sentence, or if the court chooses not to impose jail time as punishment, I've already been to jail, so that's a non-issue. The defendant does not have a constitutional right to appoint a counsel under the Sixth Amendment. For example, minor misdemeanors or infractions that only carry fines or community service typically do not qualify. Suspended jail sentences. In some cases, courts have interpreted that if a suspended jail sentence is imposed, meaning the defendant is technically sentenced to jail time but does not actually serve it unless they violate certain conditions, and the right to counsel may not apply. However, this is a gray area. It may vary by jurisdiction. It's putting the cart before the horse. You're not going to know to the end. Non-serious offenses. Misdemeanor cases that are categorized as non-serious or minor, where incarceration is not a realistic or typical consequence, often do not qualify for appointed counsel. The Scott versus Illinois decision essentially means that if a defendant is facing charges where jail time is neither sought nor authorized, the court is not constitutionally required to appoint counsel for indigent defendants unless some states have gone beyond the constitutional minimum and enacted laws to provide counsel for indigent defendants in broader categories. So I said, how about Florida? Does Florida offer these sorts of laws above and beyond the Sixth Amendment? Hey, these dogs are... Come on, you're all wrapped up. Stay out from under the table. Oh, jeez. Get underneath. Jeez. Alright, here we go. It's too bright out here. These horses. Yogurt and cottage cheese for breakfast. To hand myself in there, lifted. Country club. Not by the beach. Mr. Meaner. Alright. It says, yes, Florida does go beyond the Sixth Amendment minimum requirements in some instances, providing counsel to indigent defendants in certain misdemeanor cases. Under Florida law, indigent defendants have a right to appoint a counsel in any case where there's possibility of jail time if they are convicted, regardless of the likelihood. incarceration actually being imposed specifically. All right, misdemeanor charge of potential jail time. Florida statute 2751 requires public defenders to be appointed for indigent defendants in both felony and misdemeanor cases where jail time is a possible penalty. It says requires. They're required to appoint a public defender. Required, not shall, not may. The statutory requirement ensures representation beyond the federal minimum, where the potential for jail time, even if not imposed, triggers the right to counsel. Indirect criminal contempt cases. In cases of indirect criminal contempt, for instance, when a person disobeys a court order, Florida law provides indigent defendants the right to appoint a counsel if there's a risk for imprisonment. Juvenile cases don't care. Certain civil cases don't care. Oh, that might be important later. I got to work on that lawsuit against my mother and my father for excluding me from the divorce. Horse and wagon. Oh, sunshine. Florida's approach reflects a commitment to ensuring that indigent defendants are not unfairly disadvantaged, disenfranchised. Additionally, many local public defenders' offices in Florida also take on lower-level cases at the end of jail time is not likely. That's not true. Depending on resources. To prevent injustices in cases with potentially serious collateral consequences, such as impact on immigration status or professional licensing. Oh, professional. That's a big one. Professional licensing? Because I got to sue the Florida Board of Nursing, too. I can't say what state I'm in. We're going to ask about, in relation to my ADA accommodation requests cited Tennessee versus Lane. Can you tell me about this case? This is a good one. Animals. Certainly, Tennessee versus Lane from 2004 is a significant U.S. Supreme Court case regarding the rights of disabled individuals under the Americans with Disabilities Act, particularly as they pertain to, oh shit, it's going too fast. Pertain to accessing state and local government services, including courtrooms. The case began when two paraplegic individuals, George Lane and Beverly Jones, sued the state of Tennessee for not providing adequate access to courtrooms. Lane, who used a wheelchair, had been forced to crawl up 2 flights of stairs to attend his court hearing on a misdemeanor charge, as the courthouse lacked an elevator. On a subsequent court date, Lane refused to crawl or be carried up the stairs. There's no frickin', they'll strip you of all your dignity. And he was arrested for failure to appear. Jones, also relied on a wheelchair, was a court reporter who could not access certain court facilities, which directly impacted her ability to work. Lane and Jones filed a lawsuit under Title II of the ADA, which mandates that all public entities, including state and local governments, provide people with disabilities equal access to services and facilities. Tennessee argued that it was immune from lawsuits or damages under the 11th Amendment, which protects the states from being sued by individuals in federal court without their consent. You have to get their permission to sue them. This judge, I've requested ADA accommodations. He goes, oh, you're not disabled. You can read and write. And then he asked me, it's on here. He said, what's your disability? This is none of your fucking business. None of your business. You're not my doctor. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Back to work. The key question before the court was whether Congress had the authority under the 14th Amendment to apply Title II of the ADA to state governments in a way that would abrogate, override the state's 11th Amendment immunity. They have absolute immunity, allowing disabled individuals to sue states for damages when they fail to provide equal access to public services. The Supreme Court ruled in a 5-4 decision. It should have been unanimous. All these warlocks and wizards and black robes and shit. 9 of them. States can indeed be sued for damages under Title II of the ADA. The court found that Congress had properly exercised its authority under the 14th Amendment to ensure the right to due process by requiring states to make their courthouses accessible to individuals with disability. Access to the courts is a fundamental right. I've been denied access. I'm sure protected under the 14th Amendment. That's what I was going to ask about next. When people with disabilities are denied this access, they are effectively denied the opportunity to participate in the legal system. Patterns of discrimination. The court found that Congress had sufficient evidence of a history of discrimination against individuals with disabilities, particularly in contexts of public services, to justify the ADA's mandates for accessibility. Remedial power of the ADA. The court affirmed that the ADA was a valid exercise of Congress's power to enforce the guarantees of the 14th Amendment, given a long history of unequal treatment. Disabled individuals had experience in accessing public services, including judicial proceedings. Tennessee versus Lane decision reinforced that disabled individuals must have equal access to public services and facilities. And I brought this up plenty of times. They just ignore it. Particularly in settings involving fundamental rights like the judicial proceedings. This case has been widely cited to support ADA accommodations request in court, affirming that individuals with disabilities are entitled to reasonable accommodations to ensure they can fully participate in legal proceedings. And I've been denied every single time. For individuals facing accessibility challenges in the courtroom, Tennessee versus Lane underscores the right to accommodations as part of ensuring a fair and just legal process. All right, seeing that I've cited this case as well as my 14th Amendment right to fair and equal access to the courts, as well as fair and equal protection under the law. All such requests gone ignored. Normal life. What is normal? Spit out this thing out. And that's what's trying to concern people. We're the useless eaters. That's what they think of us. They think this place is gone. Absolutely gone. This is with these legal grounds, your ADA accommodation requests and equal protection arguments under the 14th Amendment have substantial precedence in your favor. But not if they don't look at them, not if they ignore them. Especially given the relevance of Tennessee versus Lane. Persistent non-compliance from the court to provide these accommodations could demonstrate a clear denial of your constitutional rights as well as ADA protections. It might be advantageous to file a motion specifically underscoring these precedents in depth and presenting the court's non-response as evidence of a disregard for your legal rights. I think I filed like 4 or 5 of these things. I looked at Judge Gray's this little PDF. So if you have a lawyer, we're not gonna look at it. And they just keep giving me these bum lawyers. They just kick the can down the road and stall, so they don't have to look at them. Take your $2 back. Additionally, consider an escalation by contacting the DOJ's Civil Rights Division or an ADA coordinator. Where the last time who was here when I called the DOJ? She laughed at me and hung up. I don't know what, she wouldn't tell me her name. Or an ADA coordinator if the court has one. The JA wrote in a response that, oh, the court does provide ADA accommodations. Here's the number right here. They don't, but they say they do. It may apply more pressure and document the non-compliance formally. But you're going to apply pressure to an entity that does not give a flying F about you. The lack of response to your request may further strengthen your position, particularly when grounded in established case law like Lane. What other cases would be applicable to my situation, as well as constitutional stances and Florida statutes? And those two are the big ones. There's this tough stuff I already know. I beat this horse to death. When people make the country, it's gone. I filed for a restraining order. They throw it in the garbage. I find a career criminal, equity skimming on 38 foreclosures. Nobody cares. People got their money, their life's work stolen from them in their homes. I got convicted of cyber stalking for sending a 20-day cure notice, certified mail, to my trustee. I got fined for a building code violation for having numbers on my house. I got convicted of a noise violation without any evidence. I was charged with obstruction and resisting arrest. Obstruction of justice, or obstruction/resisting arrest. I was charged with that. And it took a year to go to trial. Called in a whole jury. And they dismissed the case. They sent the jury home. I was acquitted. There's the same thing they're doing here. They won't let it get to a jury trial. Yeah, a lot of people vote. I'm highlighting anyone that can pay attention. I'm making dumb fucking idiotic comments. We'll see that this place is not what they told you. And picking bail or Moloch is not going to fix anything. Not going to fix a damn thing. That Trump guy wants to expand, stop and frisk, take your guns first, due process second. The other one just laughs hysterically over nothing. Maniacally. So it says, in addition to Tennessee versus Lane, the 14th Amendment there, but I want to know about the 6th too. There's several other cases. They don't care about the Constitution. Constitutional provisions of Florida statute that support your right to equal access to court, reasonable accommodations under ADA and the legal right to legal representation. Here, break down some that could be specifically or especially relevant. Due process and equal protection under the 14th Amendment. Get out of here! Man, these fucking animals. Take help from under the... Come here, come here. No, get over here. Not you. Come here, Cookie Puss. Come here. Not you, not you. Get out of here. Jeez. Ugh. This, the 14th Amendment provides a constitutional guarantee. It's like a warranty in your car. It runs out the second you hit the highway. The 14th Amendment provides a constitutional guarantee. No state shall deny any person equal protection of the laws or deprive them of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. Goldberg versus Kelly. Tell me this thing's spitting out false information, because it's dead on about Gideon versus Wainwright and Tennessee versus Lane, because I've read the whole entire freaking case text on that. No, they don't. They got you fooled. They got you bamboozled. So, yeah, Goldberg versus Kelly. It's 1970. This case supports the concept that due process includes the right to a fair hearing, which is foundational for the rights of defendants, especially indigent and disabled defendants in criminal proceedings. I'll have to look that one up independently. Matthews versus Eldridge, 1976. Though not a criminal case, Matthews established the importance of fair procedures and due process when individuals are at risk of losing certain rights or entitlements. It supports the idea that due process requires accommodations where necessary for a meaningful opportunity to participate. Right to counsel in the 6th Amendment, Gideon versus Wainwright. Arger Singer versus Hamlin, 1972. This shit's well established. It's going back decades. This case extended the right to counsel to misdemeanor cases, establishing that the defendants cannot be imprisoned unless they were represented by attorney or validly waived their right to one. This applies directly to your situation, especially given that your misdemeanor case has led to significant pretrial issues and a lengthy delay. Arger Singer versus Hamlin. Let's look that up. Let's do our research. Let's fact check here. That's the Google machine. All right, Wikipedia. The CIA run one thing. All right, so Hamlin, 407 U.S. 25, 1972 is a United States Supreme Court decision holding that the accused cannot be subjected to actual imprisonment unless provided with counsel. So if I don't have counsel, they can't put me in jail. People have no respect. But it's even unjust here, too. The right to counsel, the right to court-appointed counsel extends only to trials for non-petty offenses punished by more than 6 months imprisonment. So it's not lying to me there. Florida versus Shelton. It's from 2002. The court ruled that even in cases where imprisonment is suspended, the right to counsel remains essential for indigent defendants. And this reinforces that denying counsel for a prolonged period of time in a misdemeanor case is a violation of your constitutional rights. These judges, they're supposed to know this. They're judges. They know exactly what they're doing. They know what they're doing. If they're ignorant of what they're doing, they need to be taken off the bench. Just disabled, homeless, LGBT person. And I know not all about this, but I know quite a bit about it. I'm not a judge. I didn't go to Stetson Law. Join the fraternal order of the these fucking retards. All right, so ADA and reasonable accommodations. Olmstead versus LC. This case extended ADA protections for individuals with disabilities, affirming that discrimination includes failing to make reasonable accommodations to public services, and strengthened the argument that public entities, including courts, must provide accessible services. I'll ask for Zoom here. Let me appear by Zoom. Nope, you got to be here in person. My disabilities preclude me from doing that. Plus, the arrest warrant precludes me. So they deny my ADA accommodations, then put out a warrant for my arrest because I didn't appear because they wouldn't let me appear. Wonderful. It'll be wonderful when this is done, Sarah. It's been 3 years already. They will not let it go. Do you think And no one's ever been through this. How many people, a misdemeanor, for the state to chase a misdemeanor where they had evidence that I was a victim, to pursue it for this long? It's psychopathic. These people are psychotic. So it highlights Lane versus Tennessee again. All right. So in Florida-specific constitutional rights and statutory rights, Florida Constitution, Article 1, Section 16. This section mirrors the Sixth Amendment guarantee to the right to counsel for individuals accused of a crime, including misdemeanors. You look at state constitutions, and they really do mirror shift, like the actual Constitution. Like Florida had high-speed rail. They guaranteed Florida high-speed rail in the Constitution. They just took it out. And it's not just this. I got that stupid trust fund. I got this nursing license, homelessness, everything. And they'll just pile this stuff on you, hoping that you'll say, enough's enough. I want out of this place. They're getting paid to throw citizens in jail. They have innocent civilians. We're not even citizens anymore. Civilians. It's happening because you're fighting a corrupt system. Yeah, we have a word if this were to get out. Look at my civil trial. It's supposed to happen in 50 days. They put it to 81 days. They denied my 88 accommodations there. Denied me a court reporter. Denied me a jury trial. Everything was backed up. I spent hours and hours researching it. So my trustee took me off the trust. And she admits to it. I put that in there. And they deny everything. They don't even look at it. One pretrial. Gone. They're like, oh, she said you're not on the trust. Oh, no shit. She took me off and she wasn't allowed to do that. It's not a real court. And people are going in there every day, getting put in jail, getting robbed for hundreds and thousands of dollars. Oh, Cheryl. So, Florida Rule of Criminal Procedure 3.111. This rule mandates that indigent defendants have the right to appoint a counsel and reinforces the standards set by the U.S. Constitution. Florida Chapter 760, Florida Civil Rights Act. While typically applied to discrimination in employment, it extends similar rights to access to public services, which include court services for individuals with disabilities. Statutes could bolster your argument regarding discrimination due to the failure to provide reasonable accommodations. And they are discriminatory. They got my arrest warrant listed as male. I'm legally female. I'm male. It's absolutely ridiculous. They're extremely prejudiced against me. They belong in jail. Oh, here's this one I've looked up. Right to speedy trial. Barker versus Wingo. That's a big one. The U.S. Supreme Court in Barker outlined a 4-factor test. And I put this in my motions too. I've researched this one thoroughly to determine if the defendant's right to speedy trial has been violated. Factors include length of delay, the reason for the delay, and the defendant's assertion of a right and any prejudice caused by the delay. Doggett versus United States. I don't know that one. In this case, the court held that the delays that are extraordinary, 8 years in that case, create a presumption of prejudice. Your case delayed for over 2 years may similarly argue prejudice. Let's look up Doggett versus U.S. Let's independently fact check this. All right, Justia. The defendant in this case is not entitled to relief. Oh, hold on. It's on Justia. February 1980, Petitioner Doggett was indicted on federal drug charges, but he left the country before the DEA could secure his arrest. DEA knew that he was later imprisoned in Panama, but after requesting that he be expelled back to the U.S., never followed up on his status. Once the DEA discovered that he had left Panama for Colombia, it made no further attempt to locate him. Thus, it was unaware that he re-entered this country in 1982, and subsequently married, earned a college degree, found steady employment, lived openly under his own name, and stayed within the law. The U.S. Marshals Service eventually located him during a simple credit check. Credit check on individuals with outstanding warrants? He was arrested in September of '88, 8.5 years after his indictment. He moved to dismiss the indictment on the grounds of government failure to prosecute him earlier violated his Sixth Amendment right to a speedy trial. This is a good one. And he entered a conditional guilty plea. The Court of Appeals confirmed the delay between Doggett's indictment and arrest violated his right to a speedy trial. His claim meets the Barker versus Wingo. There's like 4 standards. Criteria for evaluating speedy trial claims. First, the extraordinary 8.5-year lag between his indictment and arrest clearly suffices to trigger the speedy trial inquiry. Secondly, the government was to blame for the delay. And they're trying to pin this on me. So you got rid of these lawyers. You got rid of them. The one that's got 3 felonies? I had anything to do with that? Something done wrong. Are you sure? It's Christian is Christian. ACLJ? American Center for Law and Justice. ACLJ. What's the difference between the ACLJ? I've never heard of that. ACLU and ACLJ arose in part as a right-leaning political answer to America's Civil Liberties Union, which is a different interpretation of First Amendment protection for religious rights. All right. "17 hours ago, the ACLJ is headed back to the U.S. Supreme Court to fight against election interference after the DOJ ordered Virginia to keep non-citizens on their voting rolls. We're going to file it, but they're in a big shit. Like I called, I got a hold of, or try to get a hold of Project Veritas. They don't want to do anything with us. Jay Sekulow. Filed a major lawsuit in federal court against the weaponization of the government and the abortion industry to expose their lies against pro-life pregnancy centers. As the case continues, I'm gonna say a lot of their shit's big, but my shit's big too. They're just doing it to a small person. But I can guarantee you, I'm not the only one they're doing it to. Can't give up. Get a hold of this guy. You know who he is now, so you're not inconsequential. But they're being so egregious and so freaking so out of order. They think this is not going to come back and bite them. The only thing they can do is like disappear. If I disappear, I didn't do it. If I wound up DED, I didn't do it. And where's my family? My family knows I'm homeless. My family knows they cheated me out of a trust. My family knows they took me out of the divorce decree or never included me. They know I'm out here homeless. They know I'm disabled. Where are they? Where are these people? All right, we got Florida Rule of Procedure 3.191. I know this very well. Florida Speedy Trial Rules ensures that trials for misdemeanor occurs within 90 days of arrest. We support your claim that this extended delay is legally excessive. Right to procedural fairness. I'll focus on parolees. This case emphasizes due process in hearings where liberty is at stake, affirming the need for fairness, notice, and the right to be heard. Practical steps for using these cases. Given the range of cases supporting your situation. Here's how they might reinforce your argument. Establish the right to counsel. Rely on Gideon, Arsinger in Florida versus Shelton. Show that prolonged lack of legal representation violates constitutional rights. ADA and equal access arguments. Use Lane, Olmstead, and Tennessee. I wouldn't have known about... well, why did I say Lane twice? There was Olmstead and then the other one that was really good. What's the other one? It's Goldberg versus Kelly, Matthews versus Eldridge. Oh, Arger Singer versus Hamlin, Florida versus Shelton. Emphasize the unreasonable delay. But like I said, they're trying to, and they're not saying it. They're saying it without saying it. That I'm the problem. That I'm the reason that these attorneys quit. When we have criminal attorneys, like actual criminal attorneys, that are on drugs and perjuring the courts. We got attorneys married to judges. We got mayors that are my attorney. Oh no, man. Apparently you're greedy. Money is the root of evil. It's the love of money. Money itself is not evil. It's the love of money. Disability, please. No family support. They conspire against you to make your life miserable. And they've been doing it. Like, hindsight's 20/20. Like, I know pretty much everything they've done. They're not only like, they've set me up for failure. Constantly. They've launched active attacks against me. My mother wants me dead. A good day today. It's beautiful out. Could be riding a bike around and shit. Like, both my bikes sitting out here. Use them as a laundry rack. How do you know? Given the range of cases supporting your situation, here's how they might reinforce your argument. Establish a right to counsel. Use them as a strong precedence. Emphasizing a reasonable delay. Cite Barger versus Wingo and Doggett versus United States to highlight the extraordinary delay in your misdemeanor case. So yeah, if you're using this machine here, either you got to know the answers to the questions. You have to have like done prior research, and then you got to double check everything. Reinforcing the request of these cases. Like I've had a brick wall. It's not a real court. They're not going to look at anything. I've already filed a complaint with the Judicial Requirements Committee, and they haven't. That was a month ago. They didn't get back to me. This case is going on over 950 days now. What is the statute? Limitations. For the case and its prosecution to come to an end. Fill up where I thought. Get off the table. Get off the table. Freaking dogs on top of the table. These people caused me significant injury. Poor children. Show my prayers. Thank you. I appreciate them from you. Good what? I don't know what that means. Oh, it's fucking mosquitoes over here. I've seen a mosquito in a bunch of months. This law needs to change too. In Florida, statute of limitations establishes deadlines by which the prosecution must file after an offense has been committed. They have 33 days to file charges. And it's supposed to be like 90 or 170 days, 175 days after that. They don't care about that shit. For most misdemeanor charges in Florida, including first-degree misdemeanors, the statute of limitations is generally 2 years from the date of the alleged offense. However, once charges are filed within that period, the statute of limitations itself is satisfied, meaning the duration of the case is not directly limited by the statute. So it's go on forever. They can waste your money. However, your situation raises significant concerns about the right to a speedy trial in their Sixth Amendment. For misdemeanors, Florida's Speedy Trial Rule 3.191. And I put in, it was like 3 months after they filed charges, maybe not that long, I demanded a speedy trial because they kept waiving my right. I'd never signed anything. So I put it in again. And then in 50 days, I got to give them a thing of, this should have been done before, an expiration of speedy trial. And then we got to have a hearing within 5 or 10 days. And then, or I think it's within 5 days, but they're not going to follow that. And then we got 10 days for a trial. And where are these witnesses? Like Donna the pancake waitress. She could be dead by now. That woman's on her last legs. And who's going to remember? 3 years later, who's going to remember any of this shit? Hey, right, if you're going to be here, if anyone says something stupid, just ban them forever. Ban them forever if you could. It'd be so kind. I'll point out, it's a serious subject. These people, they're like brain dead, or they're probably cops saying dumb shit. So yeah, however, your situation raises significant concerns about the right to speedy trial. Through 3.191 requires that a trial should occur within 90 days of arrest. That a trial should occur within 90 days of arrest or filing of charges, unless the defendant waives the right to, or there is a justified delay. I'd never waive my right. Given that your case has been pending for over 950 days and with repeated delays and withdrawals. So 90 days is the norm. It should, but this has been over 900. It's 10 times as long. Over 12 times the lawyers. Am I the first person that's ever been charged with misdemeanor battery? When I filed my civil suit, they never they weren't going to put it on the books. They said, we need the paper. I had to call because it wasn't showing up. Just like my restraining order never showed up. I got the number to it. They just threw it in the garbage. Like, surely I'm not the first person in the state of Florida to file a civil suit, a small claim suit. So yeah, it says, given that your case has been pending for over 950 days and with repeated delays and withdrawals of counsel, this could be an unreasonable delay. Could be, it is. It might justify grounds for dismissal based on violations of your Sixth Amendment right to a speedy trial. And I've demanded a dismissal based on that. They just don't look at it. Or they look at it and then they just ignore it. I was in front of the judge room the first time I sued my trustee. I said I didn't know how to use the online portal yet, so I sent certified registered mail with a green card to Judge Gray, and I had the green card saying that he received it. It was signed by his representative the day before. He said, I don't have it. So I got the card right here that you have it. Well, I don't have it. For For this, citing the landmark case of Barker versus Wingo, Gideon versus Rainwright, 14th Amendment may support your position in requesting dismissal. So, I've had 12 attorneys appointed to me. I've all withdrawn. John, I believe they're conspiring. Conspiring and colluding. And this is justified with the courts in order to secure conviction. On me. I've ignored exculpatory evidence proving that not only did I not commit a crime, not commit the crime I'm charged with, but was actually the victim. Victim of said crime. My eighth attorney retaliated against me for filing a bar complaint against her for ineffective counsel. She attempted to file for a motion to have me evaluated, mentally evaluated for incompetence. She's currently facing 3 felony charges: child abuse and committing perjury. Perjury to the court by way of making false statements. She also has a history of drug abuse, mental health problems, and a brain injury. The other lawyers acted in a similar fashion. I'm new here. Give you a ranch here, Cheryl. You're blue. You can get rid of pretty much whatever you want. Sounds like you've been navigating a very complex. Oh shit! I think I killed ChatGPT. Oh, it's just slow. I've used that other one, the Copilot. It's bad. It is really bad. Yeah, it's cool. They gotta cover the corruption. And why? Oh, how many hands? How many hands are in this and everything leading up to this? Quite a few. quite a few. It goes way up the ranks. And so if they could sacrifice me, throw me off a cliff, make a big problem to them. All right, sounds like you've been navigating a very complex and difficult situation. Much better, right? Said so. Sounds like you've been navigating a very complex and difficult situation, particularly with the turnover of attorneys that you perceive as unfair treatment from both legal counsel and the court. Perceived. It's a fact now. Given these serious concerns about collusion, ineffective assistance of counsel, retaliation, there are several legal approaches that might strengthen your position. Any motions you file, especially regarding ineffective counsel and the court's actions affecting your right to a fair trial. Drafting an affidavit or motion to address these concerns, you could document detailed attorney misconduct. And I've done that time and time again. Explain in clear, factual terms. I have it on video. I should probably post it. Where the attorney 8, Amber, she has a sidebar with the prosecution and the attorney, or the judge, and saves me for last. And I tell the judge that she had 2 felonies that time. So she's got 2 felonies for child abuse. She can't take care of her own kids. She can't freaking look out for her own kids. She can't possibly defend me. And the judge says, "You have 2 felonies." He don't even listen, or he just plays it off like he didn't understand what I said. And then she's like, the attorney, she goes, "Oh, well, this person needs a mental health evaluation." And the judge says, and I got it on tape. "Oh, given my history of interactions with them, I tend to agree." That's clear bias and prejudice. An advocate. Shall be revealed. Everything done in the dark will be brought to light. It's unavoidable, and they're scared shitless of it. Cite legal precedents. All right, here's a new one. Collier versus Sullivan addresses the duty of counsel to provide effective assistance free from conflict of interest. My first attorney was the public defender's office. The second one was regional counsel. That was the mayor that replaced Dale Massad. The sheriff's hit with an LRAD. And then the third up to the 12th attorney was conflict-free counsel. Conflict-free. They've all had conflict that they won't disclose. All right, so this might be particularly relevant given the concerns of collusion and ineffective representation. Strickland versus Washington, I've seen this one. Sets a standard for proving ineffective assistance of counsel, particularly if their actions have harmed your ability to mount a defense. Highlight the retaliation by the 8th attorney. Mention how this attorney alleged misconduct and current felony charges. I got an attorney with more charges than I do. Have influenced your treatment of you, especially in filing for a mental evaluation post-bar complaint. Request judicial review or oversight. Given the extensive turnover and treatment by appointed counsel, you can do a motion for judicial review, judicial notice. They won't look at anything. Consider requesting a judicial review or oversight by a higher court, just like I appealed my civil case. They won't let that go through either. That's a good time to be able to reach out to local representative. I've talked to them all. They're all in on it. Get out from under here. Stay out from under the table. It's animals. Would you like assistance drafting a motion that highlights these elements? Oh shit! You've hit the limit for GPT. Let's go shell out somebody. Somebody PayPal me $20, please. Spend money on this shit. I'm fucking indigent. $20 a month. 5 times more messages. access to data analysis, file uploads. Whatever. 20. Look at my credit card number. I can put it on my PayPal. Put it on PayPal? $20 a month. I'm actually making a couple bucks on here, so I guess this will pay for it. Hit the limit. I'm talking to the computer. It's my address. What the fuck is my address? 95 addresses. Look at all these credit card offers. They'll give you they'll offer you $200 if you sign up. If you spend a certain amount of money. And then they'll say, then they'll give you like $300 the next month if you don't apply for them. I'm gonna do that. Should be the terms of service on this. No, they'll give you free money. It's $200. It's free money. Probably get like 4. I've been upgraded. I could probably do it like over the period of the year. I can probably do it like 4 times. If I get $300, it's a piece. That's $1,200 for free. I'll just put my bills on it and shit. Just pay them off every month. You've been hacked. Where does this leave off? Also had 4 jury trials scheduled that were canceled. No fault of my own. I believe they're stalling. Or 2. Am I right? Trial by jury. That's how you're saying. $20 a month. All right. 4 jury trials, 4 canceled jury trials in such an extent delaying your case, it strengthens your argument for a possible due process violation to now 6th Amendment right to a speedy trial. These canceled trials combined with the turnover of attorneys and lack of consistent representation reinforce the appearance of stalling tactics that could be infringing on your right to a fair trial. It's not could be, it is. If you'd like, I can help draft a motion emphasizing denial of right to speedy trial, request for dismissal or immediate trial date. I gotta grab a notebook. And they can't say this hasn't severely impacted my life. I could be out enjoying whatever hobbies I can do out here, which isn't much, like riding bikes and hiking and shit. But I'm doing this instead. I really needed that. It's a fresh page here. Which one? Which dog? Jeez. One of them. The other one's all wrapped up. Dog. Little babies. We're little babies. Little babies. So to valve rights. For dismissal again. It says an immediate trial date. We got 6 cops that got to come to the witness stand. 6 that none of them been deposed. And then we got Hayden, his mother, Greta or whatever the fuck her name is, Donna, Marley. It's 10 people. It's an easy 10 people. 10 of them. Immediate trial without having any of the witnesses. Either way, they're putting me in a very bad position. Assert that the delay is compromising your rights and request either an immediate, firm trial date or dismissal based on constitutional grounds. Document pattern of stalling and prejudice. Outline the timeline delays and cancellations. Let me know if a draft along these lines would be useful. Let's just please draft me a motion for, and I've done this before anyway, immediate successor counsel. Document. I got it first. It's all I've done is documents. Go look at my community tab. I got files and files of this shit. Come on, get out of here. Come on, stay out from under the table. Stay out from under... Bite me. Voice campaign out there. Make some more kratom. This thing's still thinking. Like the Sega Dreamcast, it's thinking. Tell me this machine's wrong. Tell me it's freaking wrong. Still thinking. We've looked up all the case lots. How we've asked it relevant questions. Verified it. Expounded on it. They don't care. I think it's just locked up here. Alright, so go on smoke break. I gotta plan my life too. I got stuff I gotta do. We can't do it. Shit, freaking. We're underestimate, right? Know yourself and know your enemy. Feel the results of 100 battles. It's know yourself and know your enemy, or you lose half the time. Know your enemy and know yourself, you lose half the time. No, neither, you lose all the time. Know both. Never fear the results. There's a bazillion battles. Speedy. Oh, it seems not working. It's broken. What? Chat 4 mini? Oh. Chat 4. It's not paid for it. Oh, uses advanced reasoning. What advanced reasoning? It's not doing shit. It's not doing anything. ChatGPT 01 preview. Six two. What that cop simulator game I was playing the other day, and I came up on that pedestrian. It was a woman. She was like 6'10" or something. I don't think we play PlayStation online. There's like almost no signal around here. Let's look at probably wait till tomorrow. Let's go look at see if anything came up here. Of course, he's fine. Pasco County Clerk of Courts. Come on, you had it. We got a real bandwidth problem out here. I wish I could share your experience. We're documenting everything out here. Look at my mouse pad. I need a mouse pad. I'm using the Holy Bible for mouse pad. Court services. I don't want your services. I want your freaking services. To protect your name and your property. It's got an advertisement for mortgage shit. And I've proven that they're doing mortgage fraud over there. Black helicopter. Come to fucking ruin my day. I don't think we can stream and do all this. It's getting very freaking fancy. I'm using too much freaking computer power. Yes, this robot looks good. I broke ChatGPT. Something's broken here. Session's about to expire. Sure just keeps on groundhogging. Yeah. Oh, we got a court event for him. It's locked. So they put on the 28th, which is the date of the case. I'll have that post set up on the community tab later. What's wrong with these people? Network error. Let's do this later. Call it. The black helicopter's coming back. Being stalked by the reptilians. Regenerate. Just doing laps around here. News teams that I see. Tampa Bay Times, they interviewed me in 2019. I think they got me blocked on Facebook now. Hello, Heather. Oh, here we go. Another thing, they'll say like, oh, you didn't put it in 13-point courier style format. You didn't format it correctly. Then they become totally blind to it. So please ensure that you verify all legal citations and adapt the motion to fit any specific court rules or formatting requirements. I was just talking about that. Formatting requirements. It may also be beneficial to seek legal assistance from a legal aid organization. You ain't getting that. Or an advocate who can provide guidance tailored to your situation. How about an actual lawyer? Not a lawyer, American. I'm not a citizen. I'm not entitled to the protection. What is this helicopter? The helicopter doing? What is it? Now that I don't have a lawyer, we can call stupid prosecutor, but they'll have to talk to me, but they won't. It's a noise campaign. It's FEMA. Get off the table. Let's talk. What are you eating? Can you get off of here, please? Can you get down? Get away from me. Never camping for almost 6 years now. Camping. Get down, get down. I like the dogs. I try to give them treats, they'll bite your hand and shit. Why is it's so loud out here? It comes down to the defendant, pro se, respectfully. I always take respectfully out. Moves this honorable court, take honorable out. In the immediate appointment of successor counsel, in support of this motion, the defendant states the following. Introduction, right to counsel. Sixth Amendment of the United States Constitution guarantees the right to effective assistance of counsel in criminal prosecutions. Rights further protected under... It didn't add frickin'... Oh, maybe it did. Current status. The defendant is currently unrepresented after withdrawal of her 12th court-appointed attorney. There's something seriously wrong here. Been twice. About to be homeless. You're about to be homeless. Follow along for more tips and tricks on how to be homeless. Get you through it. Why anybody? This is the best nation on the planet. The best country on planet Earth. It's not even a planet. And, you know, there's homeless people freaking homeless all the time. I got a trust fund too. Go get a van. I traded 2 kayaks for my first van. The one I got a ticket for being unregistered. Oh, why is it people running lawnmowers, leaf blowers, a helicopter keeps circling around? Satan's helicopter. It's coming back. Stop eating my Bible. Get off the table. Don't belong up here. Get off the table. Got important equipment up here. Down. There's no services for homeless people either. None. I've been on that HOPE program and they kicked me off of it. And I haven't heard from them in 2 years. The lady I talked to, she's had all sorts of emotional problems. She was telling me all about them. She's a fucking basket case. Alright, so yeah, right to counsel. 6th Amendment of the United States Constitution guarantees the right to effective counsel in all criminal prosecutions. The right is further protected under Article 1, Section 16 of the Florida Constitution, Rule 3.111, the Florida Rules of Criminal Procedure. Current status. The defendant is currently unrepresented after withdrawal of her 12th court-appointed attorney, leaving her without legal counsel. I gotta do another capias. Get rid of the capias. Leaving her without legal counsel in a serious criminal matter. Multiple attorney withdrawals. The defendant has been appointed 12 different attorneys throughout the course of this case. Each attorney has withdrawn often citing irreconcilable differences without sufficient elaboration. The most recent attorney, Marie Louise Mabry, was allowed to withdraw on October 28, 2024 without the appointment of successor counsel. Prime time to reach out local officials. But I've done that before. I've done it time and time again. They don't do anything. They say that the separation of powers prevents them from doing any checks and balances. I'll tell you this. I'll probably do it again. We'll do it live. Keep it documented. So, most recent attorney, Marie Louise Mabry, was allowed to withdraw without the appointment of successor counsel. Denial of ADA accommodations. Defendants fully and permanently disabled persons, chronically homeless, and lacks transportation due to a broken down vehicle. Let me take that out of there. Requests for reasonable accommodations under the Americans with Disabilities Act, including remote attendance via Zoom or telephone, have been denied. Defendant has cited Tennessee v. Lane, have the right to access the courts despite their disabilities. Violation of constitutional rights, the prolonged lack of representation and denial of ADA accommodations infringe upon the defendant's rights under the 6th and 14th Amendment. The defendant's right to a speedy trial has been compromised. The case has been pending for approximately 950 days, far exceeding the typical time frame for first-degree misdemeanor. 90 days, max. Someone over here. Crafting. It's important. It is. But I'll just say this stuff means nothing because they don't believe in it. They don't follow it. I've proven this time and time again, countless times in the last 3 years. They don't care. You just keep getting it on the record. Canceled jury trials. The defendants had 4 jury trials scheduled, all which were canceled through no fault of their own. These cancellations contribute to undue delays and prejudice against the defendant. Exculpatory evidence ignored. The defendant asserts that there is exculpatory evidence demonstrating that she's the victim rather than the perpetrator of the alleged offense. The defendant's injuries were documented upon arrest. They weren't documented upon the arrest, after the arrest. And why did the cops not see my injuries? The nurse saw them because they didn't do an investigation. There was no investigation performed. They were going to get me one way or another. So we can't get her for domestic violence or assault and aggravated battery or whatever. We're going to get her for voyeurism, one way or another. I was getting arrested. I had a bite mark on me. My knees were bloody and bruised. Cops didn't see that because they didn't look. And the cop assaulted and battered me. We put a handprint on my left arm. They're not elite. They're far from elite. I hate that people call them elite. Write that down because they're too busy. Too busy. Legal basis. Right to effective assistance of counsel. Gideon versus Wainwright. And Argersinger versus Hamlin. I could spend a lot of time on this, fine-tune it. I'm just going to send it pretty much as is. 88 comments, Tennessee versus Lane. Denial of constitutional rights. The lack of representation severely hinders the defendant's ability to prepare an adequate defense. Violating the 6th Amendment rights. Extend duration of the case and repeated delays would violate the defendant's right to speedy trial. How many witnesses are going to remember? Can you remember what you had for breakfast yesterday? Never mind what happened 3 years ago. I certainly do. But they're not going to. Extend duration of the case, repeated delays violate the defendant's right to a speedy trial in the 6th Amendment, Florida law. Necessity of successor counsel. Given the complexity of legal procedures and the potential consequences of the charges, the appointment of competent counsel is imperative, and it's required. Defendant's disabilities further necessitate professional legal assistance to ensure fair participation in the proceedings. failure to provide ADA accommodations. The court's denial of reasonable accommodations obstructs the defendant's access to the courts, violating her rights under the ADA and 14th Amendment Equal Protection Law. Relief sought. Appoint immediate successor counsel. Sign competent and conflict-free legal representation without further delay. Ensure the appointed counsel is committed to ethically representing the defendant's interest. Provide ADA accommodations. Allow the defendant to attend all future hearings remotely via Zoom or telephonically. This is like, I gotta do like 4 more motions that I've already submitted. They just don't want to look at them. Short on the stick one. I was thrown headfirst into a cop car. I was resisting arrest. It was for trespassing my mother. Didn't have it amended. It's true like criminal. Yeah, they just don't. You're probably targeted. No, they'll brutalize you and put you in a cage. You know, stop and be appointed to speak for us and many others. That's what I hope happens in the future. I'll do some advocacy work. Especially if I had money. But they don't want any of us to have money. Put up a fight. Right. You should be able to defend yourself like criminals with badges. So yeah, allow the defendant to attend all future hearings remotely via Zoom or telephonically, accommodate the defendant's disabilities to ensure her meaningful participation, address the denial of rights, take appropriate corrective actions, consider the dismissal of charges of constitutional violation are deemed irreparable. He missed him. Missed and omitted. Very important. Very important. Cases and case law that we discussed. Let's recall them. Incorporate. This motion. You didn't do it right. Do it again. I had 3 cops. My mother and my roommate kidnapped me. They kidnapped me and tried to bring me to a mental hospital. So we're going to a Taco Bell. Look at there. It's not even a Taco Bell. It's a mental hospital. And my mother's sitting there, my trustee. I'm like, bring me home right now. Bring me home. And they wouldn't do it, so I started walking. And my car was right there. It was brought in my car. I started walking. And these cops come. They call the cops. And the cops come. They're trying to walk home like 30 miles. They hogtied me. Threw me on my head. Gave me a concussion. I had to 911 myself out of the freaking... You can't call 911 from a mental hospital. Fuck the police. It's just snowballing into something completely outrageous. Sorry, but I can't assist with drafting legal motions or providing legal advice. Asking you to amend this motion utilizing the other additional cases we've discussed. Can't assist with drafting legal motions. Now you gotta trick it. Oh, maybe it's because I'm on the... Hold on. Clarifying the situation. Adjusting my approach. I'm gonna switch the fucking LLM. Opting for legal counsel. Providing a general overview. Focusing on general insight. Clarifying. Alright, let's get out of this one. They said this computer, this robot just had to change a heart. They just had to switch models. It'll do it. Here's a revised expanded motion incorporating additional cases. It wouldn't do it. I asked it to do a Baphomet on the American flag. I can't do that. Can't do it. So I said, draw a picture of the Baphomet on a flag with 50 white stars and a bunch of red and white stripes. Yeah, it's not really flawed. It's completely broken. It's not flawed. It's broken beyond repair. This is for law enforcement. It's staying now. Yeah, nothing but contempt for these people. Counsel. All right, now it added Florida versus Shelton and Collier versus Sullivan. Was that in there before? Because that was an important one. The Collier versus Sullivan holds the defendant's Sixth Amendment rights are violated with counsel's conflict of interest with their duty to represent the client effectively. So it's more than one instance of Sixth Amendment violations. It's multiple. And then added Olmstead versus LC. I don't know why it left this out before. That's it. Didn't want to do it after I did it. I'd be off grid. But you kind of got to be. It's hard to be completely off grid. Come on, the grid. I'm plugged in right now. Speaker shall act, which is smart. We're acting right now, just because they're not going to look at it, but it'll be on the record. And I take screenshots of the record all the time. So well, let's go back to. And they probably want to lock this court document until tomorrow. Took them two days to input it. Still locked. All right, added the statutes back in too. It left those out before. Added Barker versus Wingo. That's going to there. Doggett versus United States. Extraordinary delays create a presumption of prejudice. Shut this off in a minute. Animals keep the same, right? My animals drive me insane. Unabomber. He was right about a lot of stuff. But yeah, this court's trying to blame me, and they won't come out and say it, but they're implying it that it's me that's the problem. I'm pretty sure. Did Ted Kaczynski have a lawyer? I don't know what happened with that. Did Jeffrey Dahmer have a lawyer? Did yeah, there's a million of them. Even like all these mass shooters and stuff have lawyers, and they're monsters. A little close. All these people had lawyers. The most despicable people in the world have the most despicable lawyers in the world. Even Hillary Clinton, she defended that person. She admits, she's like, I knew he was guilty. I don't know who it was, but a scumbag. I could make a motion with just like song lyrics or something. It'd make the dumbest motion in the world. Just total nonsense. They wouldn't even notice it. Just something unhinged and off the wall. Fine there. Respectively submitted. Let's plug this into the word processing machine. Go edit it. I want to make this longer. Make a meme out of it. Nothing new under the sun. Without the truth. Be professional. I love Jesus. Where are you, Jesus? Oh! GoFundMe next year. There's still two active GoFundMes for. I still need tires and I need I only asked for like $1,200 for my camping pass and I spent almost $3 on it. Freedom of speech. They investigated me over freedom of speech. Travis Hines did a GoFundMe for legal counsel. He got 20 grand and it didn't get him anywhere. What a waste of money. Prayer for relief. I got a lawsuit all drummed up for the oh, who was it? The stupid credit people. Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Oh, what court am I gonna file that in? I'll be here for like 5 days. I'll be here like 3 more days. I'm here. And I'm not coming back. So I can't file here. The next place I'm going is closing down. Can't file it there, but in that courthouse, somebody shot the courthouse up there. Let's see. This one. The word machine. I should proceed pro se. I want that. Most for me, appoint a successor counsel. Save as. Motion for successor counsel. Was it 2 years ago? 3 years ago? I was in Los Angeles going for mini bike rides and shit. Oh, what happened? Comes now. Oh, continue generating. I don't have enough bandwidth to do everything I need to do. Respect is what's required. People get respect mixed up with, like, you have an armed gunman with a badge company. They demand respect and they don't respect you. It's not about fear or intimidation. Christmas, the most satanic holiday ever. Personal choice. You will comply. Wayne, you're the illest. Aristotle. Ugh. Gotta make some lunch soon. What time is it? It's almost 4. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gonna do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Eastbound, just watch old bandit run. Put your foot hard on the pedal, so never mind them brakes. Let it all hang out, because we got a run to make. First, yeah, there's beer in Texarkana. Shout to North Carolina. North Carolina, come on and raise up. We get some good people. Oh, this is nice. Goodbye, son. New here. Put it in the. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's all fucked up. Why is it all fucked up? Let's do this. Let's put it in the notepad first. Something's fucked up. My notepad. Edit a notepad, then put it in here. Alright, there we go. There we go. Five pages long. Got the fresh out. Bracelet making. That sounds fun. I was gonna make bracelets in 2014, 2015. It's been 10 years I haven't made a bracelet. See you later. Thanks for coming. It's 5 pages of shit. Pro se and sui juris. Respectfully moves, not respectfully. Not honorable. Denial of consistent effective representation. Systemically violated. I'm not gonna fine tune this that much. IRL Country Club side chat. I could spend an hour, 2 hours making this so pretty. And then you can look at it. You go and put stuff in bold, underline things. I'm not even gonna bother with it. Lift this out. Ethical conflicts. Finding sufficient justification as required. They're supposed to cite in the aggregate. I go look up that statute, but there is a statute for that. I've already put it in. The representative withdrawal of counsel has left the defendant near constant, in a constant state. Not a near constant. Constant state of unrepresented legal limbo. Significant delays compound the case duration as spent over 950 days for a misdemeanor charge. Illustrate a broader pattern of attorney misconduct and possible collusion. It's not possible, it's absolute. It's not possible. I'm gonna put this in bold-face, 13-point Courier font. Oh, Jonas. Welcome back. I have to hold my opinions. Not easy. Show you when they really are. I think that God did send this, the little one, to drive me nuts. They're just wasting my life. It's a beautiful day. I could be out doing anything else. We've done it. So 2 hours of this so far. 2 stupid hours. We could be out riding bikes around, walking the dogs, doing anything else. For 950 something days. Think about it. Morning, noon, and night. Heck, in jail over your head. Oh, Joe's girl. I'm gonna file a countersuit against them too. And getting a U.S. code like Title 42 sections. It's like 1983, 241, 242. There's like deprivation of rights under color of law, conspiracy, false imprisonment. They don't care about U.S. code. The ADA requirements are in U.S. code too. And I gotta use the 11th Amendment to ask them if it's okay if I sue them. Oh, like and subscribe, please. Share us out. And visit my community tab, too. Those things are still saying my car was broken down. It's a conspiracy. Lefty. No. Sometimes I'm ambidextrous. Despite this precedent, numerous document requests, defense requests for remote attendance have been denied. I'm gonna have to clean this up a little bit more. I gotta fix this. Bold. 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 Oh, fuck. Why does it do that? Oh, but they're all wrapped up again. Illumination. Yeah. Frickin'. You'll, just get knowledge pop in your head that you just have no clue about. More illuminated than the Illuminati. Look at the you look at the motion that Marie put in for a remote hearing. She said it would cause a she didn't mention disabilities or anything like that. She said it would be a not a burden. Something. Knock it off! What are you doing? Fucking had it. Fucking asshole dog. What's wrong with you? You attack the dog? Asshole dog. Piece of shit dog. Fucking just bite the dog. Had it the way you act. Had it. Cooped up in a fucking van. Trust fund. So it would be a bird or something like that. They were these one-line things. Separate rooms, I only got 20 feet of parking. I had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage house. And then the courts let somebody steal all my equity and gave the house away for free. Stole all my equity. $38 other people's equity that I can find. And Department of Justice ain't interested in that. I'm trying to find where it put it about a car being broken down. Yeah, this dog is insanely jealous. And it keeps biting the little one. You don't leave your family in the street. You don't leave a disabled family member in the street. You don't write them out of a trust. You don't write them out of the divorce decree. This marriage where you have kids, we're only going to include one kid. It sets you up for failure. And if you don't fail, then they'll outright attack you. Call the cops on you all the time. Freaking try to have your license taken away. I wonder if they've taken my kid off the freaking trust. My mother trustee removed my son from the trust. He's obviously on there. She's got a uniform trust for minors account in his name. He's not even a minor anymore. He's 22 years old. 4 years older, she just used it to cheat on taxes, hide money. Oh, jeez. Oh, my computer was messed up. I just got this computer. Yeah, so it's ignored exculpatory evidence. The defendant was the only individual documented with injuries at the time of her arrest. Well, the alleged victims reported no injuries. Witnesses attested the defendant was physically harmed, including being thrown to the ground and sustaining bite marks and bruising, as noted by the jail nurse. Despite this exculpatory evidence demonstrating the defendant's status as a victim or a perpetrator has been systemically ignored by both previous counsel, the prosecution, and the judge too. Why the judge not? The judge ain't looking at any of this shit. The constitutional right to ethical representation. Gideon versus Wainwright. Argus Singer, Hamlin, Strickland versus Washington. So yeah, I think I got like 4 more of these to do, which I've already done before. It's gonna take 2-3 hours to do it. I'm not getting paid. All these lawyers get paid $200, $300, $400 an hour to do this shit. I ain't getting paid anything. They're stealing time from me. My time is valuable. Alright. Roblox. Let's put this down. Speed trial. Put that down there. Fly like an eagle and a drink gold crow. It's going to be 6 pages long. Oh, it's missing shit. It's missing stuff. Why did it miss all that? Get out of here. Stop this shit. Oh. Nope, I messed up. Something got really messed up here. 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. All right. Back on track here. Competent, ethical. Conflict free attorney. Sure that appointed counsel is fully committed to represent the defendant's interests in rectifying prior citizens' ineffective assistance. Grant ADA accommodations. Address violations of defendant's rights. So yeah, that one case that these ethical conflicts are direct violation of the Sixth Amendment. And this has happened 12 times. 12 separate frickin' instances of screwing with me. Bigger than just about entities. Enemies, too. MJ. They sent to agencies. Need loss on all those. Guaranteed they put you in fusion centers and stuff too. Put the non-investigative subject list. We're gonna just gang stalk you. Consider dismissal of charges if constitutional violations are found to be irreparable and prejudicial. Oh, whatever. Send this off. I'm gonna take the dogs for a walk. Son of a bitch. I'm saying sui juris. Let's go ahead and submit this. 6 pages long. Most likely accurate. Six pages. Let's export this. They're gonna say I'm frickin' incompetent. Incompetent to stand trial. So 4 canceled jury trials and try to say you're incompetent. I'm doing all my due diligence. PDF. All right, now we got a PDF. Let's go back to the e-filing portal. My cases. Oh, we're gonna sign in again. Log me out. I'll post the video where they had the sidebar and shit, and the attorney wouldn't talk to me and save me for last. Look at these cases. Take out of the stand here. Ugh. Look at these cases. This one's my appeal, which they fucking threw out. This one right here, not found. That's a secret warrant. There's one against my mother. And that's how I know this came after when I filed against my mother. This one is not found. That's a secret case against me. This one, not available, is Not available. That's the restraining order they threw in the garbage. I'll go to this one. I'll show you how this is done. I'll show you how to use the e-filing portal. Lord carry space. Oh, the Lord threw me down a flight of stairs. All right, so we got this right here. All right. I'm trying to service this. I want to file something. Let's go to fuck. Case restriction. What's that? My cases. Go to the workbench here. My cases. Oh, here it is. State of Florida. Right case. Let's go next. And all the parties are there, case parties. Add a document. Another motion. Motion, choose file. Battery trial. They modified. Motion for successor counsel, PDF. Save that. It's uploaded. Next. These are follow errors. The number of documents is 0. What? All right. The internet's real slow. Serve all. Abigail Groff, Bruce Bartlett, Sarah Mole, Amber Patwell, Christopher George DeLaughter, Cynthia Lakeman, Daniel Hernandez, Jacinia Rosales, Todd Pollard, Jonathan Hackworth, Marie-Louise Mabry, Michael Adrian Ukrin, Scott Tremblay, Serbo Simeone, and me. And there's one attorney missing from here. Filing fee, it's not costing me anything but my time. Next, do an emergency filing. Everything's an emergency at this point. Submit. All right, submitted. I'll take a fucking screenshot of that. Come on. The window's low. Oh, damn. Let's save that. Save. Save as. Control S. Battery trial. All right, save that. All right, so it's submitted. One document successfully submitted. Get rid of this person. Just remove them. You'll be removed. You're removed. I guess that's about it. That's it. I'll do the rest of them tomorrow. Batteries are all dying. So smoke a cigarette, log off here, go take the dogs for a walk since we didn't get to do anything fun today. Started playing video games last night. That's not even fun. Sick of video games, sick of all this shit. Tired of it. It's on a planet. Flat plane. Not financially help. It's fine. Can't financially help me. Just freaking emotionally support me. No. If I help one person, that's all I care about. We're gonna get through this somehow. It cost me $20 to do that. $20. This court's gonna owe me big time. When I asked for the a copy of the discovery, that attorney lied to me. He said, "Oh, it doesn't fit on the 64 gigabyte drive." I'm like, "You're full of crap. You're full of it." And then when I had to corner him, he's like, "Oh, you owe me $40 for that thumb drive." I don't think so. The guy's a millionaire. He's shell corporations with his judge wife and shit. Vaxim Holdings. Illegal shell corporations. Why did GPT do this? It couldn't give me legal advice after discussing legal with it for an hour and a half. I guess they're not going to unlock this. There's a supernatural protection. I'm tired of these supernatural things. Oh, thank you for contacting us. There's a... Now it's going to get fucked up. The connection was interrupted. It probably logged me out. Court event form right there. 142 docket entries. It's going to be 143. That supernatural crap's real. Those demons they sent to me. This gang of demons. There's like 4 or 5 of them I can count. I don't know, Eddie's not here, but what was he talking about? They're working on my door, trying to friggin' mess up the door so I couldn't get out of the motel room. They're from another dimension. They're each of them on one side, playing with the door locks and shit. Smoking my cigarettes and stuff. I'm driving down the road. Done with this computer. Oh, it's real. It's absolutely real. 1,000% real. They send shit from other dimensions to come and screw with you. Just gonna put this stuff away real quick. Let me know if this gets all fuzzy, because it'll probably get fuzzy. I rebuke stuff too. It doesn't work all the time. Go around. Go back around. Go around. Go around. Go around. Is it fuzzy? Living in 10 square feet. Oh, fuck. And maybe tomorrow I should apply for those credit cards. I'll do one first. I'll get my $300 after a couple months. And I'll apply for another one, get another $300. Just keep doing that. $1,200. It won't cost me a dime. Slow charging. Yeah, victory's guaranteed. I'm telling you, when those demonic things came in my van for the umpteenth time, it's screaming at me through the phone, calling me an a-hole and shit. I'm like, I already won. You cannot win. Don't what? The credit cards? I'll pay them off every month. It's free money. Free freaking money. I'm gonna put a dent in my I gotta post up my GoFundMe again. I don't put a dent in the freaking. I spent $3,000 on camping. $3 freaking grand. This company sure does. Without a doubt. It's 3 hours doing that. 3 freaking hours. Tell me that machine ain't right. We verified everything. It's not. You're never gonna ignore it. Another 15 minutes. We'll get out of here. How many people we got in here? 230,000 people here. Oh, they shut the bathroom down up here. They shut the bathroom down because of vandalism. They're never reopening it. So I got a bicycle a mile and a half away to go use the bathroom, take a shower. Never mind if you want to take a crap or something. It's so inconvenient. And nobody cares. Everyone's got these rigs that got bathrooms on them. I don't know the bathroom in here. Maybe held against you. What? They'll hold everything against you. They got the Miranda rights. You have the right. Everyone knows that. Anyone that's watched Law and Order or any of those shows, you have a right to an attorney. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. They never read that to me. But you have the right to an attorney. And this lady's just say, this attorney's going to say, oh, you don't have, you're not going to get another attorney? But when the cops came up to me in Raleigh, so I want to speak to an attorney. I should have just given him, who was my attorney? Marie? And then that other attorney that I had for like a day, what was her name? She was kind of like Marie. She was on that list. She said she was going to call the cops on me for recording phone calls. I said I'm in a one-party state. I said, go ahead and call the cops. Call the cops on me. I'll tell them to speak to my attorney, which is you. How stupid is that? We don't need to fucking hear your questions. If you got a question, there's 1,200 videos on here. 1,200 videos. Your question has been answered 1,200 times. Well, feel free to peruse all my content. Seriously. Oh, Jesus was sent, right? Yeah, absolutely. Who was I watching? The King Justice kid? He's not a kid, he's like 30. He gets pissed off. And he's like, why won't God destroy my enemies? Why won't he just come and destroy my enemies? And I was watching somebody else the other day. It's like the field with the wheats and the tares, or put weeds in there. It's got to be at the great reckoning, or whatever the hell it is, where you wait till everything is grown. And then you separate them all out. So you got to wait for God to exact freaking vengeance on all these psychopaths. I'll wait to hear that from you. If you're a millionaire, be wiser. I'm going to be a millionaire. It's been prophesized. It's going to happen. I just don't know when. Check out my piano cover. I don't have time to look at piano covers. I'm sure they're great. I just spent 3 hours drafting a legal motion. I don't have time to enjoy things, or the few people that I can pay attention to. I'm spread too thin. Thank you, Cheryl. Love you too. These demons, like Satan's, like the master of the airwaves, and he loves music. And they'll use that shit against you too. They'll embed certain like shit into it. Rejoice. We're gonna joyce again. Joycing so hard we do it twice. Rejoice, represent. You're about to get banned out of here for good. Forever. You're a moron. You're probably a cop. I don't answer questions. I have the right to remain silent. I have all the more reason to take back music out. There's some of the music they made up from this demonic realm they're playing for me. This is fantastic. It's hilarious, too. I don't want to be subject to that shit. Keep it to yourself. How did God create such a monster? Satan's not even the worst one. They got all the other ones buried under the Euphrates, or down in Sheol or Hades. It's crazy. There's worse ones than Satan. For God loved the world so much, he put Satan in charge of it. Smoke one more cigarette. Get on out of here. Get on out of here. I just try not. I think that's why they're taking my monetization. They don't like smoking. These are Hollywood cigarettes. They're not even real. They're fake. Let's make it make sense. Some of us seen way too much. It sounds like you have to. I'll reach out to that guy, because this is gonna get big. It shouldn't have gone this far. I tried addressing this shit back in like 2015, 2016. Up to like 20. I've been addressing it ever since things got really wild. And they just kick the can down the road, and it just snowballs and snowballs. And more people do more F shit. Harvey De Niro. It's past your bedtime. What time is it there? It's 10 o'clock. Fine. Welcome. There's a 3-minute video I was watching about spiritual encounters. If it doesn't include the Lord, it's fabricated. But he showed me some crazy stuff. I don't know. It was like one of those MyLab, like look up MyLabs, MILAB. It's like a military-led abduction. Will I ever change that day for what? 411. Will I change that day? They probably will. God can change things in the blink of an eye. God sent his son to preach, not to let Satan control the world. He's not allowing it. But it's happening right now. Satan runs this place. Satan runs the American New Babylon. I went back. When does the time change over here? I think next month. The house is lighting on fire over there because it's too hot. People steal your cell phone on a scooter. Spam my chat with that crap. Who's that? Before this weekend. I think I'm leaving here on Sunday. I got good news though. My favorite trail's back open. We're gonna do a lot of mountain biking. Trail the USA. So it's another crown colony. We shall be on the same page. Oh, I hate this song. It's a wonderful world. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. Not nice knowing you. Nobody cares about that shit. I don't care about that. Go to a channel that wants to talk about that kind of stuff. Couldn't care less. Could not care less. Moloch or Baal? Which do you choose? Cain or Kodos? Don't blame me. I voted for Kodos. We spent 3 hours doing another motion. Blink of the eyes. But to us, they move at a different pace. All these gods and angels and shit and demons, way different time. You go look at the body cam footage where Melinda says, "Oh, she said there was ninjas on her roof. Oh, this thing I encountered, you could see it. They move faster, like move like ninjas, because they move faster than you do. Like you move slow. Like I encountered a giant that moves so slow, and his gnomes move so slow compared to me, and those things move faster than us. Like time doesn't apply to them. Happy doubter. Broke my wrist until I delayed any happy life. Now evicted. Nowhere, no one help. Yeah, it's bullshit. That's how I want to. Once stuff's done, once all my plates cleared off of theirs, I want to do advocacy for people going through that kind of shit. We're the most prosperous nation. It's $70 bazillion trillion in debt. You can't get people homes without going full-blown socialist. It just isn't correct. Yeah, so isn't the legislative system and the executive system. It's done. It's been hijacked. Babylon, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie. Is that new? Send me a link to that. I haven't watched a good movie in a while. I like that one. Was it Babylon AD with Vin Diesel? But he's got like the seal of Satan on his neck and shit. It's a must see. Babylon, Brad Pitt. It's got to be there with Margot Robbie. She's it should be out of the spotlight in a while, but I don't have Netflix. Give me your Netflix password. All I got is Amazon Prime. It's my time in Hollywood. I gotta watch something. Forget it like immediately. She's probably a guy. Hey, her time's almost up too, because she was in Wolf of Wall Street and shit. That movie's like 15 years old now. These people, they have a limited time before they get spit out. Alright, 4 more minutes. 3 more minutes. Somebody's shooting. Yeah, these bikes sitting over there, just ready to go. Ready to go do biking stuff. Titties. Sort of Hollywood whore. Get out of here a second. Another. This one bites the other one. Now they're all snuggled up together. You're a pervert. Yeah, I need to be settled down somewhere. But three other lawsuits to file. I can't file them in Pasco. And they're guaranteed winners, but they're guaranteed losers in Pasco. I'm never in one place for too long. See you later, Matthew. We're getting out of here in 2 minutes. Smoke 30 more fake cigarettes. Get out of here. Hey, you'll be all right. You're not more important than the birds. God feeds them and stuff. You'll be all right. It's gonna torture you for a while. Just keep torturing you. Nasty intentions. There's like a lot of like demonic entity attachments and shit. A lot of people got them. If they like these strongholds become too much, those like take you over completely. Look at my trustee; she's completely demon infested. I was wondering why those people went to church and shit. And it wasn't for long. My father getting private counseling from Pastor 2. Activity. It's all around you all the time. It's all around you. Just can't see it. You'll catch it once in a while. I want to show you. Who's that guy? David Greer. He's probably a reptile. I mean, you go like will these aliens into existence? Part of the same thing. 30 seconds. Get out of here. Take our daily walk. Make some lunch, it's dinner time. I'm sick of wasting my time on this. Sick of it. I'm really tired of it. It is so beautiful out here. 4 seconds. Alright, thanks for coming. See you guys later. You help many, please. Oh, I'm Christian, special. Yeah, if I can, I don't know if I can help you more. If I could help you any way, I would. We'll work on that. We're working on it right now. I don't know what else to do right now. I'm spread so thin. Yeah, see you guys later. Thanks for coming.